What is good, my people? You know what time it is, you know what day it is, and you've just tuned in to Memes and Minds with Esther. Welcome back, guys. Welcome. It is Friday. With no further introduction, without talking too much, you know what we're here for. We are here to rant, to talk, to laugh, to reflect, and most importantly, to grow. Because at the end of the day, life be lifing, but God is Godding. And when God is Godding, we're going to be living our life. That makes sense, isn't it? I feel like since the start of this week, I've just been trying to rhyme words together. I've been trying to, be a reading motivational speaker, to rhyme words to make it. Guys, I don't even know. That's not even my calling. That's not my field, but I was just giving it a go. Okay. Anyways, guys, how have you all been? Um, Hope you guys are okay. I'm so happy it's Friday because I have a lot to talk about. Obviously, on our previous episode, we had our guest Precious. We're talking about Love Island, debriefing Love Island, and USA Love Island came to an end. And congratulations to Bryony T, to Trinity, and Bryce. We all saw that coming. So yeah, we all saw that coming. And obviously, Love Island UK is still on. And sometime next week, we're going to drop an episode of Sisters Debrief Love Island. But today, we're going to carry on from our conversation from last two episodes about doom scrolling. But before we get into that, you know the drill here. If you're new here, welcome. You joined us late, but you still don't miss anything. It's okay. Okay. But you know the drill here. We got to give weekly tea. We have to give weekly tea. A lot happened this week. A lot happened yesterday. First weekly tea. Unfortunately, guys, football ain't coming home. Football ain't coming home. Football is not coming home. England lost to Argentina, and the first half of the game was kind of a hard watch, but it is what it is. I mean, let's appreciate the players. They did their best to make it to semi-finals. So shout out to all of our players, all of our football players that went out there to play for England. Well done, guys. You guys smashed it. Okay, but unfortunately, football ain't coming home. And I felt like yesterday the whole of England was so quiet. Manchester was a bit quiet. I felt like everybody I kept seeing was just angry. I got to work, and the people that kept coming in, they wasn't giving the vibe they normally give. Like obviously, before England made it to semi-finals, like people were coming to our workplace and they'll be bubbling happy. But yesterday it was so dead. It was so dead. It was so. I feel like everybody was so pissed. But I mean, it's expected. I mean, when you have hope that oh my gosh, football is coming home, but it never reached bus stop. It reached bus stop, but it didn't make it home. But let's appreciate them at the end of the day. Okay. Yes. Next weekly tea. Guys, a new Nollywood movie came out on cinema last week. It's called Call of My Life. The reason why I watched that movie was because of Justin. Justin is a content creator, he lives in America as a content creator. Really funny, knows what he's doing online. And when I saw him on screen last couple of days ago, I was like, Justin knows how to act. He's really good. Like he ate his role down. I love the movie because it wasn't overstimulating. It was a love movie. I love movies, right? But it wasn't too much. It wasn't cliche for me. It was just a very calm movie. Like the storyline is on point. It was good. It was good. And now I rate it. I rate it 100%. I rate it. Really good. You should go say it. Call of My Life. And yes, other than that, guys, tell me why is it cold in the morning and it's hot at noon? It's summer, for crying out loud. It's supposed to be warm in the morning. Why is it freezing? Why is it windy in the morning? And then when it goes on to afternoon, I'm boiling, I'm roasting. I don't even know how to dress when leaving the house. because obviously it's sunny. I want to wear shorts, wear shorts, something that's not going to make me too sweaty. I'm leaving the house in the morning. Tell me, why have I got a jumper? Why do I have a jumper? I have a jumper, a sweatshirt over a short. This weather, it doesn't confuse my outfits. Hey, but yeah, I'm enjoying the weather regardless. Okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, guys. Now into today's gossip. Obviously, our previous discussion, discussion rather, before Sisters Debrief Love Island, I was talking about a very important topic that most of my generation we're ignoring. We know it's actually affecting us. Like we can actually see the side effect, but we're ignoring it. But obviously, Memes&Minds is here to talk about those things that you don't want to talk about. So we've got you covered here. So we spoke about doom scrolling. If you don't know what doom scrolling means when you're spending ages and ages and ages on TikTok, on Instagram, telling yourself, just one more scroll. You keep telling yourself, just one more scroll, but you never, ever, ever stop scrolling. That is doom scrolling in the easiest term. Okay. So, I said scrolling is not bad, but when it goes on to doom scrolling, it has side effects. Personally, what I've experienced for some time now is that whenever I spend time on my phone, scrolling on my FYP, on Reels and everything, when I leave, let's say I've been scrolling on TikTok, when I get off that app, I feel drained. It's like when you've worked so hard and that kind of tiredness you get after working so hard. That's the kind of tiredness I get from doom scrolling. So I started noticing, I was like, okay, this is getting too much. I mean, I enjoy TikTok. I love TikTok. I love Instagram. I love it. But when you start doing it too much, when I started doing it too much and I started seeing the side effect, I was like, okay, maybe it's time to like calm down. You need to chill. You need to calm down and re-strategize. Okay. So obviously, I also said that on our next episode, which is today, I'm going to be talking about ways that I've learned how to manage doom scrolling. Okay. But before we get into that, guys, before we actually get into that, I saw a tweet and I feel like I want to talk about this. I really want to, share it with you guys. So the tweet says, normalize waking up in a positive mood. Relax, pray, set a good tone for your day. I love this. I love this tweet very much because my generation is just my generation have just normalized waking up and just starting your day like that. Like you wake up and you get dressed and off you go. What happened to like laying a foundation on how you want your day to go? Now, a couple of months ago, I told myself, I said, when I step out of my house, I only want to focus on people who are smiling, who have smiling face. That was my, my aim for that day. And trust me, when I came out, I saw people smiling. And for some weird reasons, that just kind of made me smile. That just kind of made me, be in a good mood. Like it just gave me some sort of like, I don't know. There's just this sort of feeling like when I see people smile, I also want to smile. It's like they have some sort of contagious smile. So I also want to smile. That's the kind of tone that I set for that day. Okay. Some of my generation, you just wake up and you say, okay, I've choose violence today. Up and angry, up and violent. Now calm down. Relax. Relax. Okay. Now, psychology has proven that whatever you what's the word now, whatever you say, whatever you wish to happen to you, or whatever you've planned to say, okay, I want this to happen to myself, or I want to focus on this thing, or I just want to see the only good side or the positive side of this thing, that thing kind of affects you as well. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, right, do your stretch or whatever you do. Stand in front of a mirror and tell yourself, okay, today I'm going to be smiling only. That's it. Because you've said that, because you've manifested that, there's a way your body just reacts to that thing. And during that day, even if some persons try to piss you off, you remember the fact that, oh, I'm only going to be smiling today, I'm only going to be happy today. That is the mood for today. And it works. I've tried it before. It works. Some of us just wake up and angry, up and vexing, up. The fact that you woke up, the fact that you're alive is enough reason for you to be happy. It's enough reason for you to smile and start off your day. So I want us to cultivate this habit of, starting your day with the good mood. Because if you are angry, the other person is angry, the other person is angry, and we all meet, you know what's going to happen. Okay. So let's normalize waking up with good tone, with good mood, setting the day in a good mood, laying that foundation for that day. And you see how your day is going to play out. You see how your day is going to. Try it and give me review. Give me feedback. Okay. Give me feedback. Okay. Right, guys. Managing doom scrolling. Now, I'm not a life coach, but I feel like some things has worked for me, and I believe that if it works for me, it's not guaranteed that's gonna work for you, but just go for whatever works for you, because what works for me might not work for you, but what works for me might also work for you. Depends on the kind of person that you are. Okay. Now, managing doom scrolling. How have I been able to manage doom scrolling? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying, oh, I don't spend time on TikTok or Instagram. I still do. Well, it's kind of like reduced. I've kind of balanced it, and I'm still working my way around it. Okay. Number one thing that helped me is I started having a routine. Some of us don't have routine. Some of us don't tell ourselves, okay, this is what I want to, this is what I'm going to do before going to bed. Like consistently doing it before going to bed. You could tell yourself, oh, I want to, go off my phone 30 minutes before I fall asleep. Oh, I want to go for a walk, before I get into bed. I want to have my shower. Some of us don't have a routine. You just go by the mood of the day. As the spirit leads. Indeed, as the spirit leads. It is indeed as the spirit leads, but we also need to have routine. Okay, so have a routine. Tell yourself, because I feel like majority of the times where we young people doom scroll is when, number one, we're in a comfortable position, right? I could be lay on my bed and I'll just start doom scrolling. Okay, I could be sat on the couch and I'm doom scrolling. Okay, but majority of the time is when we are laid on our bed, when we're about to fall asleep. One is nighttime. Someone said TikTok is more sweeter when the time is 2 a.m. TikTok is very sweet when it's 2. I'm not saying wake up at 2 a.m. and go and do scroll, please. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. But I feel like when you're in a comfortable position, when you are very relaxed, that's when you are very prone to doom scroll. Okay. So that is where routine comes in. You can tell yourself, oh, let me just scroll. Let me just go on TikTok for like what, maybe 5 minutes. And then after that, I pray before I sleep, or I read a book, or I watch a movie after. Whatever your routine is. Personally, I get off my phone at least an hour before I go to bed, even if sometimes it's like 40-30 minutes, but I try my best. But yeah, I make sure that I don't fall asleep whilst I'm on my phone. So my routine is that I pray, I try to read a book. I try, guys. I'm not a big fan of book, but I'm trying. I told you guys I'm reading this new book. It's called Radical Respect. It's a really nice book. Big shout out to my teacher for getting me that book. So I've been trying to read that book. So even if it's just one page, I read before going to bed. I read it, or I might watch a movie and then from there sleep off. But I make sure that I pray before doing any of those things. So that's my routine. You have your own routine, but make sure that you don't fall asleep whilst you're on your phone, because it's not good. That's what I'm gonna say. It's not good. Okay. All right. Next thing that I've also, next thing that I've also learned to do in order to manage doom scrolling is having time for myself. Rather, timing myself. So having time for myself, obviously personal time, and also timing myself. This one is a bit tricky. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit tricky because I tell myself, okay, I'm gonna go on TikTok at about half 9, and then I get off TikTok at 10. But sometimes guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I can get off my phone at like half 10. I know, is that bad? Is that bad? Is that bad? I know. But I'm genuinely trying. And I can see the difference. I can see the difference. I can see the difference. Okay. And I'm learning every day, like I said. But yeah, try to time yourself. Time yourself. Tell yourself, okay, 30 minutes only and I'm done. I know it is so hard, especially when you keep, there's something TikTok does. When you keep scrolling, they'll give you interesting and good content that we want to, that want to hold you down on that app. TikTok, you're not even helping matters. Yeah. But yeah, I know it's so hard when you're scrolling and then the content get more interesting and it's so hard for you to get off that app. It's so hard. I know. But at the end of the day, you need to pull yourself out of it. You need to tell yourself, okay, time's up. Let's do something else. Okay. Now, another thing that also helped me is that do not scroll when you're in a comfortable position. You're laid on your bed and you say you want to start scrolling. Forget about it. It's done. It's done. It's done. So what I do sometimes is that I know it's a bit weird, but what I do is that if I'm going on TikTok, right, I could, let's say I'm doing something, I could be on my feet, like standing there and start scrolling on TikTok. And when when I'm starting to get tired, I'll be like, okay, time to go. I've done it before. It low-key works for me, but I don't know what's going to work for you, but I do it sometimes. I just stand there, go on TikTok, and when I'm getting tired, when my legs are starting to like feel weak, and I'll be like, okay, it's time to go. So don't scroll on comfortable position. You're sat in your bed, in your comfort zone. You want to doom scroll. It's gone. Next thing that can also help manage doom scrolling is replace scrolling with other activities like reading, watching movies, walking, or listening to music, or even reading the news on your phone. So instead of you spending hours on your phone, you could do something else. You can watch a movie, you could read a book, you could go to the gym, you could go for a walk, you could do house chores, you could cook for those people that love cooking, as long as it's not something that as long as it's not anything relating to scrolling, and as long as it's legal something. Don't go and say because I say do something else, go and do legal things. Please. Okay. Let's get our facts right. Okay. But yeah, replace it with other activities that could obviously lead to productivity. Personally, what do? I try to read a book. I watch movies. I love watching movies. But my problem is that when I start watching movies, just 3 minutes into the movie, I'm already feeling sleepy. I'm already dozing off. I'm dozing off already. I'm sorry. When you've worked all day and you expect me to come back and want to watch a movie, it's hard though. But you know, that reminds me, guys. I started watching this Korean movie. It's called what is it called now? It's called Be and Rich. So Big and Rich. I started watching it. It's a really good movie. It talks about high school bullying. So I think I'd recommend it. If you love K drama, I think you can watch that as well. It's called it's about bullying, high school bullies and everything. So I recommend that if you like Korean movies. And there's another one my sister told me about. It's called Royal Nemesis. I think that's literally the one. That's literally the one trending on TikTok now. So Royal Nemesis is quite a good one. I've not seen it, but my sister highly recommends it. And even Nemesis, if you like Hollywood movies, Nemesis is also a good one as well. I've not seen it, but I heard it's good. But your host, she's not consistent when it comes to watching movie. I could watch a series for 4 months. For 4 months, guys, is that bad? I cannot binge watch movie. I cannot. It's hard. I can't do that. But yeah, so replace scrolling with something else. whatever activity you like doing, whatever your hobbies are, whatever you're passionate about, go for it. Because these days, my generation, we think life is all about internet, what we see on social media. Yes, social media is good, but if we live our life based off what we see on the internet, it has its own side effects. Okay, so life is not all about internet. Sometimes create things for yourself, create happiness for yourself, do things on your own. Don't live off what you see on the internet. Okay. Now, how to manage doom scrolling? Turn off unnecessary notifications. Now, you see me here. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got about 5 customized, personalized D&D. So obviously on iPhone, you can customize, you know, when you want your phone to go on silent. You can either be at work or at school or at home, whatever you're doing, you can customize it to automatically turn into D&D when you've reached different location or during specific time. So for me, I have like 5 different customized D&D. So I have when I'm at the gym, I have when I'm at church, when I'm in school, when I'm at work, when I'm at home, when I'm about to sleep as well. So when I get to church, I don't have to put my phone on D&D. It automatically goes onto D&D. When I'm at the gym, I don't have to go on D&D to put my phone on D&D. It automatically goes onto fitness mode. So it silences all notification. When I'm at work, same thing. When I'm at home, say I'm not sleeping, it goes on to like reduce notification. So some notification can come through, but some can bounce back. And when it's time to sleep, when it's my bedtime, my phone just switch off all app and it goes on to sleep mode. So notifications are silenced until I wake up the next day. So that's what I do, because I can't be asked every time going on my phone and looking for, turning on and off D&D. So you can try that as well. Now, some of us, when we get notification, when somebody posts on Instagram, I know Instagram does it, right? Somebody posts to tell you, oh, this person posted. I don't care whoever posted. I don't care. But some of us, we have it that Instagram notifies us when somebody posts, even on TikTok, even on WhatsApp. Yeah, but you can reduce the notification, because when you get notification, you will be so tempted to go on your phone, and that's how scrolling starts. You see, but if you're able to shut off all of those notifications, it reduces your ability to want to go scrolling. So give that a go. If you have an iPhone, go on your D&D and customize your silence mode whatsoever to fit different time or different locations. So yeah. Now, another thing that I also feel like helps doom scrolling. This is not strictly for doom scrolling, but I think it will help you, like if you're a social media type, if you like social media whatsoever. Okay. Now, follow people who inspire you positively. Some persons, they will follow the most random person ever. You don't know the person. They're not contributing to your life. You will follow, you will, at least if you want to doom scroll, let's doom scroll for the right reason. Let's doom scroll for the right reason. What are you watching? What are the kind of content that you intake? What are you receiving on the internet? Okay, at least follow people that inspire you. I don't know what your hobbies are, I don't know what you fancy, but at least follow people that contribute to your values or contribute to your standards, and people that are your role model and inspire you positively. At least so when you are doom scrolling, we'll know what you're doom scrolling for. At least, okay? Because mind you, whatever you watch on the internet, whatever you intake on the internet, it will definitely have an impact in your life. You might not know it, but it low-key affects you. It does. 100% it does. Okay. Now, lastly, accept that you might falter sometimes. Accept that you might find yourself doom scrolling sometimes. Yes. Listen, guys, even aside the fact that, accept the fact that you're going to doom scroll whatsoever, I think in life, it is okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to accept your mistake. Don't tell yourself, oh, because I've made this mistake, oh my God, I hate myself, or Don't say that. Do not say that. Okay. Only speak positive things into your life. Yes, you make mistakes in the past. Okay. Yes, you've done something that you regret. And yes, you tell yourself, oh, I want to change and I want to start being a different person, somebody good. I want to be the best version of myself. And there might come a time where you will, you will falter sometimes, you will fail sometimes, or whatever you want to tell. Maybe you tell yourself, oh, I want to be doing this, and you stop doing that thing at some point. Don't tell yourself, oh, I'm a failure now because I couldn't keep up to what I said I was gonna do, because I'm not consistent, then I'm a failure. Do not tell yourself that, because you're human. You are prone to make mistakes. You are prone to falter. You are not a perfectionist. That's why the Bible says, walk with me and I will make you perfect. Because God knows that we are not perfect. But when we walk with God, He will definitely make us perfect. So when you find yourself making mistakes, do not curse yourself. Do not be mad at yourself. Tell yourself it's okay, it's fine to make mistake, but make sure you get back on track. Make sure you get up and get back on track, because that's what matters. It's not how you fail, it's how you pick yourself up and get back on track. Okay, so back to doom scrolling. Yes, you might tell yourself, oh, I want to stop doom scrolling, I want to focus more on doing something else. And at some point, you might find yourself going back to doom scrolling. Don't get mad at yourself. Don't hate yourself because of that. Okay, get back on track. Get back on track. Okay. Also, celebrate little wins. Okay, if you've done something, let's say you've been consistent in doing something for like a week, appreciate yourself. Tell yourself, I've done this well, I'm proud of myself, because that will automatically keep you going. Okay, guys. Good. Thank you. All right, guys. Whatever you know works for you on how to manage doom scrolling, you can also drop it on our comment section on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube as well. Now, question for the week is, what is one habit you will change after watching today's episode? Let me know in the comment section. Wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, what is one habit that you will change after watching today's episode? Thank you. Drop it in the comment section. I want to know. Okay, now guys, we have talked, we reflected. Now let's get into memes of the week. Memes of the week, memes of the week, memes of the week, memes of the week, memes of the week are memes that I find interesting, I found very funny, I find really relatable on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever I found it from. It doesn't matter, as long as I find it really interesting and I want to share it with you. Okay, so I've seen these memes and I've seen this tweet and I want to share it with you guys because it's memes and minds, not just minds. It's memes. We gotta laugh. Okay. Now, first meme of the week. Shein and Temu does entirely too much on their app. Feels like a freaking casino every time you open it. It's so true. Especially Temu. You open Temu app, they'll tell you spin to get £50 voucher. And it's such a lie. That it don't work. I don't know if it's worked for you, good, nice, but it's never worked for me. And majority of the people that use the app that I've spoken to, it doesn't work. You open the app. I just want to get a flipping dress. Why are you telling me to spin to get £50 voucher when you know you're not gonna get me that voucher? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Let's be civil. Shin and Temo, let's be civil, please. Okay. Next meme. The best part about having a job is using the printer for non-work related documents. True. But make no mistake, don't go and print out, don't go and try to you go and try to print out your cover letter that you know you're gonna apply for another job. You print it out as on your workplace printer machine. Be careful. Be careful. If you are using the work printer, be careful. Okay. Next meme. Instagram needs to stop sending useless notifications like, I don't care about who reposted a reel for the first time. I don't know why Instagram is doing this. It's even worse because now I know you want to recommend new posts to me, but only do that when I open the app. Don't send me flipping notification and tell me, oh, I think you like this. You don't know what I like. You don't know what I like. You don't. Okay. Next meme. How Come, everyone forces introverts to leave their comfort zone for a while, but no one forces extroverts to show up for a while. That kind of makes sense though. That is a good question. How are you forcing introverts to come out of the house, but you're not forcing extroverts to show up their mouth when they're talking too much? Make it make sense. Personally, I'm a mix of both. I'm mixed of both. I don't know what it's called. But when you're introverted sometimes and you're extroverted sometimes. And I believe I feel like it depends on who I'm with. Okay. I think it depends. It depends. But yeah, how come you force introverts to come out, but you're not forcing extroverts to go back inside? Okay, let's balance it. Okay. Next meme. As hot as it is, perfume is the key, deodorant is the keyer, but a shower is the keyest. I walked past sometime last year. I walked past this man and he winked. The odor, the smell was so bad, and inside of me, I was just saying, I'm not saying get expensive perfume. I'm not saying get deodorant. Just have your shower. That's it. Because I know that if you have your shower, you will not smell as bad as you smelled that day. I was like, I'm not talking about getting perfume. Just use soap and sponge to scrub your skin. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Because guys, it's not about using perfume. It's not about getting expensive perfume or getting expensive body spray. If you're not having your shower, if you don't have a clean body to get those perfume on, those perfumes are all waste. They're all waste. I discovered this when I started going to the gym, right? You go to the gym, yeah, you're all sweaty and everything. And when I leave the gym, I spray like spray body spray, whatever. But it doesn't work because you cannot spray perfume on a body that's already sweaty. Where you already sweat, it's not gonna work. You're confusing the perfume. You're confusing it. So make sure at least you have a shower. Then in this hot weather, you might buy loads of perfume, but if you're not applying that perfume on a good foundation of your skin, it's not gonna work. Okay? Thank you. Next meme. I'm convinced after church naps are a spiritual experience because why do they hit like that? Guys, after church nap is something else. They hit so hard. When I was growing up, obviously grew up in a Christian home. We go to church in the morning. By 12ish, 1 p.m., we're already back. We have lunch together, and then you can decide to go sleep, decide to do whatever you want to do. And my mom will always tell us, have a nap, have a nap. That nap hits different. I think it's because it's Sunday. Nobody's, busy outside. There's no noise. Everyone just got back from church. Everyone is happy. Everyone's in a good mood. So the environment is a bit calm, not too tense, So I think maybe that's what contributed to why the sleep always hit different, especially when we live in a compound where there are kids everywhere. Okay, my mom would tell everyone, go to bed, go have a nap. It's just something else. And when I'm not growing up after church, I always want to have like nap because they're just something else. After church nap is just something else. I think for now is because you've heard the word of God in church. Okay, so that word of God just calms your nerves down. So it makes it easy for you to easily fall asleep after church. Maybe that's why. Okay, now last meme before we go. I can't just finish a series and move on. I need to know everyone's real name, age, relationship status, and what else they've acted in. I do that sometimes. If that's only when the movie is really good. Like if the actor really, really ate that role up, I would want to know more about them. I would want to watch other movies that they've acted on. Yeah. Only when the movie is good. But if it's not good, I'll just move on with my life. I'll just move on. But yeah, guys. That is all for today. That's all for today. Hopefully, our next episode, we're going to be talking about Love Island UK because a lot of things is going on in that villa. UK villa. A lot of things is happening. And obviously USA is done now, so we have a bit time, we have more time to talk about UK Love Island. Okay. And yes guys, scrolling, it's not bad, but doom scrolling is bad, and we can manage it. We know deep down inside of us that doom scrolling is ruining us, but we can manage it if we all work together. Okay. And let me know what tip works for you for managing doom scrolling. Okay. Until then, I will see you guys on our next episode of Memes&Minds featuring Sisters Debrief Love Island. If you're new here, please do well to give us a like, a follow, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our channel on Spotify as well. If you're listening on Spotify, subscribe there. Please give us a follow, give us a like, comment, engage in all of our social media posts. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, Memes&Minds with Esther. Okay, do well to give us a follow and always engage. I keep saying this and I cannot emphasize on this enough, guys. The M&M community will not grow without you guys. Without your engagement, it's not going to grow. Okay. We don't want that to happen. We want growth. That's what we want to see. Okay. So we have to work together. Okay. So do it to engage and tell your friends what is happening. Yeah. Okay. Do it to enjoy the weather. Time to go out. Okay, it's weekend. We outside. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Have a lovely, lovely, amazing week ahead. Okay. Thank you and bye.